Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Now look what I'm going to show you how to do. I'm going to show you how to put a crochet border on your non-pom pom and pom pom blankets. Now this is the other side of the blanket here. I kept the fringe on. If you cut the fringe right away back like this, once you wash it, it's going to fall out. Please, if you do this, don't cut your fringe right back. You can cut it down maybe about that length, but no more than that. If you cut it right away in to that knot, these strands will pull out. If you cut that down right down there, it'll be so easy to come out. Now what I've done is this is still fully reversible because I've put the crochet all around the top of it. It will still sit on the top of your pram to show off your pram and make it all really pretty. Now the way I'm going to show you how to do this is the same way you'll do it if you have pom-poms. If you've got pom-poms on your blanket, this is the same. You can do it the same way, because where you're picking up along this long line that runs along here and the long line that runs down this side but on the other end. So these are the lines that we're using. On this one, this side here, it's white. This is what we're picking up. We're picking up a bundle of the strands from here. We'll be putting a crochet stitch on this side of the knot. It will be on this side of the knot so it doesn't slide forward. And there's no way that I would ever cut my fringes really short, because I really do believe it's just going to come loose. If you sell your blankets and you sell this to someone for 25 or 30 pounds, and or the bigger ones, and they put it in the wash, and within maybe 1 or 2 washes it's all coming unraveled here because the fringe has been cut far too short. Please don't do that. It's up to you if you do. It's so much easier just to keep the tassels on like this. So in the meantime, I'm going to rewind this and I'm going to show you how I did this crochet edge all around my blanket like this, and it's really pretty. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now I've got this ball of wool and it's the same as the sparkle wool that's here in this blanket. I've been asked lots of times, can you show us how to do a crochet edge around the pom-pom blankets? Well, this isn't a pom-pom one, it's a non-pom-pom one, but the idea is exactly the same. Now with this type of blanket you cannot trim the fringe right back. If you do, it's going to pull out of your knots that you've got here, and it's going to pull right out of there and your blanket will come apart. But you can crochet around your blanket and give it a nice top and have the fringe at the bottom. Size 5mm hook. It's up to you what size you want, and it's up to you how many strands you pick up, but I'm going to show you basically how you do it and where you put your stitches for your crochet. So I'm going to start in the first long bundle that's at the corner. I'm going to work my way down this side, around the corner, down that side, around that corner, and along and up on this little sample blanket that I've got. So in this bundle, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using the straight part that goes along here, this part and this part. We're going to put one in here and one in here. We're just going to pick up a few of the strands here, and we'll pick up a few of the strands here just to anchor it down. If you jump from here to here, then it will slip over that knot. So just pick up a few of the strands. It might be a little bit fiddly until you get used to the way to hold it. You just hold it in a way that's comfortable. So pull your yarn through like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my first stitch with that tail twisted in. The tail will disappear into this fringe because it is the same. So I'm going to do one treble crochet. I'll take the tail away. That's just going to help hold it in. So I've got my stitch here and my yarn over my hook. I'm going to go under and pull up another little bundle. It doesn't matter if it's not the same strands that you pick up. So I'm going to do a treble crochet, so through 2 loops, yarn over and through those 2 loops. I'll pull that tail just to tighten that stitch in. I'm going to put another 2 in this little bundle here. And like I said, you don't need to keep picking up the same bundle. That's 1 and 1 more. If you don't pick up the same bundle, you're going to help anchor your chaining that we're doing. Now yarn over, and I'm going to pick up a few on this side. There's my knot where I've tied all my strands together. I'm going to keep the stitch on this side of the knot. Just pull it through. Might be a little bit slack to begin with, but the more you do this, the better you'll get at it. I'm going over to this bundle here and I'm going to pick up a few from this bundle. Now it doesn't matter how many you're picking up as long as you're not picking all of them up. And that's going to anchor your chain on here so it won't slip over this part, if you know what I mean. So just hold your fringe out the way. You can peg that. You can move a peg around and peg it down if you want. So we're going to pick up and put 3 treble crochets in this bundle. Just pick them up off the top. 4 or 5 strands. This is how I do it. Other people might do it slightly different. 1, 2, oops. It is a little fiddly until you get used to it. And 3. Now you can do this, once you've got the hang of this, you can do any pattern around the edge that you like or that you find, as long as you've got enough stitches for it. So down this bundle, I'm going to put 1. And on the next bundle that's going diagonally down that way, I'm just going to pick up a little bundle. Oh, better do my yarn over. And pull it through. That's going to help your nice crochet border. I'm going to put 3 in here. Pick 1 up for the bundle going that way, 1 from the bundle going that way. 3 in the next join all the way along to the corner. Now the way I'm holding the yarn, I've just got it inside my hand like this, and I've got it coming through my fingers just to give it a little bit of tension. I'll put 3 in this bundle. So I've got my chain done all the way along. Don't worry about it looking a little bit, it is straight, it's just the blankets making it look the way I've been moving it around. We will do another full round and it won't look so loose, but we want it so that it will go this way anyway. We don't want it so it's either going to try and stand up or come this way. We want it so it will lay out here. So when you do your border, you want it to lay over the top of this fringe. So I'm at the corner of this one. I need to put my 3 in this area here. So just make sure that you keep your tension just a little bit on your yarn. So I'm going to do my 3 treble crochets in here. That's 2. And that's 3. Now, like I say, other people might do it slightly different. So I've done my last 3 on the straight edge. Don't worry about it looking a little squint. It's the way I'm holding it. Now, on this corner of the blanket, I've only got 1 bundle of yarn going down the center of the blanket. So I'm going to put 4 treble crochets on this length going that way. I'll put my 2 into here, and I'm going to put 4 into here, and that's going to help me go around the corner. So I'll put 1 more into this corner. This is the last length, and that's the one that's going to go down that short side there. So I've put 4 into there. A little bit fiddly till you get this done. I'm going to put my 2 into here, into this bundle. 2 should be fine. And then we're going to start going along this short end of the blanket. So I'm going to put 4 into this side, and that's going to help me when I do my crochet and come around that corner when we put the crochet edge on. So I'll put 4 into this side. So at the corners, on those long, I don't know what to call them, on those long parts, we're putting 4 just at the corners where we've normally put 3 treble crochets. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. So now what we're back to doing 1 on this one, 1 on that one, and then 3 on the ones going across. So I'll work my way along to this corner. I'll put my 4 treble crochets in here. I'll pick up 2 on this bundle because we've got 1 running down that one, and then we'll put 4 into this side, and that'll bring us around the corner like this. We'll work all the way along here with your 1, 1 and your 3, 1 there, and 3 in there, all the way to the other corner. Then we'll put 4. We'll put 2 in at this side of the knot. There's my knot there. 2 stitches in, 2 treble crochets there, and then 4 in that one that's going to start going down that way. 1 there, and 3 in there. 1 there, and 3 in there. So I hope that explains that. I'm going to work my way right around, and then I'll come back and show you what to do next. So I'm on this straight, get my yarn, get my fringes out the way, my yarn over, and I'm going under this bundle here. Like I said, it doesn't matter how many you pick up, as long as you pick up more than 3, or as long as you pick up more than 3. So pick up about 4, maybe 5 of your strands, just to give it a good anchor into the blanket, and then I'll put my 3 in this long length. So I've come round my corner, and the first treble crochet that I put in, I'm just going to slip stitch into the top of that one that was there, the first one that I did, just to join that round. And I'll show you what it looks like. So this is my little sample. I've got my corners. Now the corners, they may look a little big, but they will have to come out like this as they go across the top of that fringe. This is the straight edge, and like I said, once it's all sorted itself out and we've got another round on, we'll see the chain. Once we've got another round on, we'll see the chain a lot better. So I'll pick it up and I'll show you. That's how you pick up your line of crochet. Then from there on, it's up to you what border you put on. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a little border, quite an easy one. But first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right around the top of every stitch, and I'm going to put a double crochet in. So I'm going to chain 1, and then into the next stitch I'm just going to put a double crochet all the way around my blanket, just like this, into every stitch, 1 double crochet. The tension's going to sort itself out, and we'll get a nice base to put our border on. So you can see it starting to form now. It's once you've got to grips with holding it and how fiddly it is, but once you get this part done, that's it. It's quite easy from there on in. I'm almost around to that first one, so I'm just going to slip stitch to join that round, and this is what it looks like. Just pull that a little bigger. I'll zoom down. So this is what my little square blanket looks like. Don't worry about the corners, they'll flatten out. All this will flatten out when we start to put the border on. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to chain 2. I'm going to skip 2 stitches, chain 2, skip 2, chain 2, skip 2. So right at this corner I'm going to chain 2, skip 2 stitches, and double crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, skip 2, and where's my 2? 1, 2, and double crochet into the next stitch. Now that's going to make the little loops for the pattern that we did, that little wheat sheaf pattern that I did. So that's chain 2, 1, 2, we're going to skip 2 stitches and then just double crochet into the 3rd stitch, and we're going to put our little loops all the way along the blanket. Skip 2 and double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, and then double crochet all the way around. So we're going to do that all the way around the blanket. So when I get back to here, I'll show you what to do next. To slip stitch into my first loop. So what we're going to do is we're slip stitch into that first space here. Now you're going to do a chain of 3, 1, 2 and 3. We're going to chain one more. That will become the chain 1 to get across. So we're going to do our clusters. We're going to do 3 treble, 1 chain and 3 trebles all into the next loop. So this chain of 4 here is counted as your first treble and chain 1. So into this next loop, put your 3 trebles, that's 1, 2 and 3, chain 1 and put another 3 treble crochet in the same loop. 1, 2 and 3. You're going to chain 1 and move to the next loop. You're going to put a treble crochet in. Make sure you don't crochet in any of your fringe. But chain 1, move to the next loop, and we're going to do that all the way around the blanket. So it's 3 trebles, chain 1, 3 trebles, that's 3 trebles, chain 1 and 3 treble crochet, chain 1, put 1 treble crochet into the next loop, chain 1 and then do our cluster into the next loop. 3 trebles, 1 chain and 3 trebles, chain 1, 1, 2, 3 treble crochet, chain 1 and move to the next loop. Oops, you've got your yarn over, put a treble crochet into the next loop, chain 1 and move to the next loop. Now we're going to do that all the way around all our little loops, and that's going to make the start of our nice cluster border for this little blanket. So I'm going to work my way all the way around till I get back to this treble. I should finish on a cluster here at this side. I should finish on a cluster. So once I get round to here, I'll show you what to do next. So I hope you can still see this because I've got the bright sunshine coming in my window. And I'm not going to apologise for it because we get so little of it up here in Scotland anyway. I'll try and get rid of that little slither and still keep the light. So what I've got now is, it's looking a lot better. It's nice and flat. As you can see, it's getting flatter as we go along. And we've got this nice little peak. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one more round because I've just got a small sample. You do as many rounds as you want for your blanket. I'm going to do one more round like this, and then I'll show you how to finish the last one off so you get a really nice peak in your cluster on your blanket. So when I got around to here, I slip stitch into the top of that chain. Now make sure you've got an even number of loops to work around. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Now that counts as your first treble crochet. Chain 1 more, that counts as your chain 1. And into the middle, this chain space of this cluster, I'm going to put 3 treble crochet, oops, went into the wrong one, 3 treble crochet, 2 chain this time and 3 treble crochet. So that's 1, 2 and 3. Now, so when I got around and I closed this round off, I slip stitch into the third stitch in that chain of 4 that I did. So with this chain of 4, I'll slip stitch into the 3rd stitch to close the round off, and that should close my round off just really nice. If you're going to continue on, you just continue with as many rows as you want. So I've done my 3. This time I'm going to chain 2 and put 3 more treble crochets in. 1, 2 and 3. Chain 1, and I'm going to treble crochet into the top of that single treble crochet that we had there. If you're in the USA and you're making these, this is a double crochet for you. Chain 1, yarn over and go into the middle of my cluster, into that chain space. I'm going to put my 3 treble crochet, 2 chain and 3 treble crochet. We're doing 2 chain this time. That's 1, 2, 3, chain 2 and 3 more treble crochet. If you're in the USA or another country, this is a double crochet. To chain 1 and do 1 treble crochet into the top of that single treble crochet. Chain 1 and then go into the top of a cluster, 3 treble crochet, 2 chain and 3 treble crochet. Now we're going to do 2 rounds like that. So this is my first round like that with the 2 chain in between the cluster, and I'll do another round and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. So I've got my 3 rows done and I just slip stitched into the 3rd chain on that chain of 3 that we did. So I've got 3 rows done, but you can do more if you want to do more. I'm not going to do any more because my little sample blanket's still quite small. And this is what it looks like. It's really, really pretty. So this is how you do the crochet edge, and you can do any type of border that you want. And you just pick up the stitches the way I showed you at the beginning. So it doesn't matter if it's a non-pom pom blanket or a pom pom blanket that you're doing this with. As long as you pick up equal stitches on your short sides and equal stitches on your long sides, and you've got enough to do your pattern. And remember that when we did the little loops, make sure you've got an even number. I had an even number of loops around to keep my pattern symmetrical. You might have to do a little bit of working out to make sure that when you go around your corner, you've got the same part of the pattern on each of your corners. So obviously if you've got a bigger blanket, you'll have to pick up more stitches as well. But this is the basics on how to pick up the stitches, and I'll turn it around so you can see the other side. So we've still got your fringe on this side, and you've got your crochet border on the other side like that. A little bit squished out of shape with me squashing it. And it's turned out really, really pretty. So there may be other people that'll do it in a different manner, but that is how basically how I pick up the stitches along the edge of the blanket, and it's really, really pretty. So thank you very much for watching. Please click on that subscribe button, and also if you click on the bell icon that's there, you'll get notified when I put up another tutorial. So I hope this helps some of the people to do the crochet edge on your non-pom-pom and your pom-pom type blankets. So until the next time, happy crafting, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.